The first thing is that we are committed to the EU. The government have made it clear that we are staying in the EU. The second thing is that we are now the only English-speaking country in the EU. And then I suppose in terms of connectivity, we sit between Europe and the US. We have the busiest air route in Europe between London and Dublin, with over 350 flights a week and a common travel area. We have US pre-clearance, so no queues when you land in the US. We have fibre linkage between Ireland and the UK and the US, and we also have one under construction with France. And then we also have a very quick transfer from Dublin Airport to the CBD via the port tunnel, so it's only 15 minutes. I suppose in terms of property, we have a restored office pipeline. At this stage, we have the fourth highest amount of offices under construction after London City, Paris and Warsaw. On the residential side, we now have a government that's incredibly focused on increasing housing supply. There's a lot of focus on our corporation tax rate. We have the lowest in the EU. We have a lower corporation tax rate than the UK and the US, their stated ambition and where they want to go with their corporation tax rate. But I think there's probably too much focus on that. There's a lot of other reasons you would want to come to Dublin too. I suppose we're known to be resilient, adaptable. We've a very low level of union representation. We also have a young workforce, very educated, so I think we have the highest percentage of 15 to 24-year-olds in second or higher level education at the moment. So very young, growing population. Well, I think the focus is certainly in the first half of this year is on Brexit targets. For once we've turned our eye away from the US and we've turned to the UK to see, is it real? Time will tell in that regard, but there is definitely a focus amongst developers in putting their stock into that market and trying to attract talent from there. I mean, to date, we have seen most interest from the finance and insurance sectors, but others will follow. We expect legal. So we have all the big names are here: State Street, Citi, Bank of New York, and so really they already have operations in Dublin. But we're hoping, and we're not going over to London to try and take jobs out of London, but if operations are being moved out of London, we want Dublin to be the winner, and we want to get those jobs coming to Dublin. I've spoken there about the fact that we now have the fourth highest office pipeline in Europe. We expect in net terms that our office stock will grow from about 40 million square feet currently to around 52 million square feet by the end of 2021. That's if everything that has an ambition to be built is built. I suppose we're one of the firms that keeps a fairly accurate tally of active requirements, and we keep that constantly, but every quarter we audit it. When we came into this year, we had about 3.8 million on that tally, square feet that is. Currently, we are up at around 4.2 million square feet, and most of that increase came after Theresa May's 12-point plan was announced. One unique thing we're seeing with this cycle versus the last is the incredible amount of demolition that's going on. So we're seeing a lot of old 1960s, 70s buildings coming to the end of 35-year leases or at the end of them, now being torn down and replaced with brand spanking new LEED Gold Grade A buildings. So in core Dublin 2 around here, you have a lot of noise from demolition experts. Down the docks, you're dealing with brownfield sites where speed of delivery is quicker. We have an SDZ down there where you can get quick planning decisions without appeal. And the focus down at the docks, you'll see about 1.5 million square feet in the south docks, 2 million square feet in the north docks. They can respond to demand. So the talk of Dublin having too much or too little offices, they are multi-phase schemes. So as demand materialises, those schemes can either accelerate or postpone later buildings.